Part 2. The Edomites and their connection to the fallen ones, to the seekers of the truth. In Part 1, we explored how Esau's marriages led to the formation of the Edomite bloodline, a rebellious lineage intertwined with the Canaanites and Ishmaelites. However, the deeper truth reveals an even darker connection: the Edomites and their link to the fallen ones. The war between the righteous seed of Jacob and the corrupted seed of Esau is not merely a physical conflict, it is spiritual, rooted in an ancient battle between the forces of Yahuah and the adversary. But how exactly do the Edomites connect to the fallen? And what are the physical and spiritual traits of the fallen and serpent seed that persist today? The fallen and their influence on the Edomites. To understand the spiritual significance of Esau's bloodline, we must go back to Genesis 6, 1-4, where it is written that the fallen ones, Bene Elohim, or fallen angels, took human women and produced the Nephilim giants. These hybrid beings corrupted mankind and led to great wickedness, forcing Yahuah to bring the flood in Noah's time. However, the Nephilim bloodline survived through Ham's descendants, particularly in the Canaanite tribes. When Esau married Canaanite women, he grafted his lineage into this corrupted bloodline, creating a spiritual and genetic lineage tainted by rebellion. Edomites and the seed of the serpent. The serpent seed doctrine reveals that from the beginning there has been a war between two spiritual lineages. The seed of the woman righteous lineage, Genesis 3:15, represented by the lineage of Adam, gives Seth, gives Noah, gives Shem, gives Abraham, gives Isaac, gives Jacob, gives Yahuah. These are those who seek and obey your. The seed of the serpent corrupt lineage, Genesis 3:15, connected to Cain, the Nephilim, the Canaanites, and later Esau's descendants, represented by deception, rebellion, idolatry, and opposition to Yahuah's people. Esau, by rejecting the covenant and aligning himself with Canaanite women, intertwined his bloodline with the fallen ones, making Edom a vessel of spiritual wickedness. This is why Edomites throughout history have been at war with Israel and the true chosen people of Yahuah. The physical and spiritual traits of the fallen and serpent seed. The fallen ones and their offspring have distinct characteristics that reveal their nature, both physically and spiritually. Physical traits. Many ancient texts and historical records suggest that the fallen ones and their descendants often exhibit certain unnatural features. Pale or ruddy skin contrasting with the original melanated creation of Adam. Esau himself was born red and hairy, Genesis 2:25, which distinguished him from Jacob. Elongated skulls or unusual cranial features seen in ancient depictions of Nephilim. Height and physical strength. Many Nephilim were giants, such as Goliath, who was of Rephaim descent. Piercing eyes or abnormal iris colors. Some fallen descended bloodlines are said to have eyes that appear unnaturally bright or predatory. Spiritual traits. The spiritual nature of the fallen and their descendants is even more telling. Hatred for the chosen people of Yahuah, seen in how Edom persecuted Jacob's descendants throughout history. Deception and manipulation. Just as the serpent deceived Eve in the garden, Edomites have controlled narratives and systems to suppress the truth. Bloodshed and war. Edomites have been involved in conquests, enslavements, and destruction of righteous nations. Idolatry and occult practices. Historically, the Edomites merged with Babylonian, Roman, and later European powers that embraced paganism. The Edomite control in today's world. The Edomites did not disappear from history, they assimilated into various ruling empires, particularly Rome. The Herodian dynasty, which sought to kill Yahuah, was of Edomite descent. Later, the Edomite spirit spread into Rome, then into Western powers, shaping global institutions that control the world today. This is why Scripture warns, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it. That 2 Esdras 6:9. This prophecy reveals that the Edomite system will rule until the return of Yahushua HaMashiach, when Jacob's descendants will rise again. Seekers of the truth, stay watchful. The battle between Jacob and Esau is not just historical, it is happening now in the spiritual realm. The Edomite lineage, tainted by fallen influences, has worked against the true people of Yahuah for generations. But their time is coming to an end. Stay vigilant, stay in the Word, and seek Yahuah's wisdom. Shalom to the seekers of the truth.